I used to race and just be like, don't brake. I didn't really say try to kill myself, but that was always how I drove. Now I'm like a little bit more strategic, and then it seems like I'm more productive with what I'm doing.
Welcome everybody to another edition of One Lap, One Beer. And I got one of my OGs, the original, one of my BFFs, former Summer National travel partner, Swab Talk, teammate, car driver, I guess we could say, Tyler Erb. We're here at Farmer City. Also, shout out to who?
Boom.
Thanks, Briggs. Boom.
This is the first Busch Light consumed out of his trailer today, I promise.
Yep, promise. Yes, we'll go. Okay, we're at Farmer City, quarter mile. Why'd you have to do Kovac like that?
I just did Kovac dirty. Honestly, it was just, my mom would hate me if I didn't because she has a grudge. Oh, here, hold on. There you go.
Cheers.
Cheers. My mom hates Kovac, and she'll tell you for sure. She doesn't care, but just
Were you playing with them or at the? Well, I guess technically your planes weren't going to go to Ponderosa.
Listen, this is what happened.
Okay,
basically
I want
what
your side of
happened
it.
is, okay, I went to Ponderosa 2 weeks ago. I like the guy that runs. What's his name that runs Ponderosa? He races 22. Brandon.
Yep.
Brandon, nice as can be, but like we went there, and it didn't rain, and the track just wasn't going to be right, so we didn't race. Well, then there's going to be rain all week, and they still haven't raced on it. Like literally anyone could have told you that we weren't going to race. So I just had in my mind that wasn't going to happen, and then Florence was 50-50 weather too, and I really like Mississippi Thunder, and I just pointed my truck the right direction, and then Kovac calls me like Wednesday, and I'm in Rochester, Minnesota, and I'm like, he said, so you're off tour? And I'm like, well, technically no, because I haven't missed a race. And then honestly, I just kind of like joshing with him. So I kind of like gassed him up and made him feel like he had the story right on the nail.
The scoop.
And then as soon as they canceled, I was like, oh, fake news. And then it just kind of escalated from there. And then obviously people get a little out of pocket with what they think, and you know, they take shit and run with it. And really, I don't know if y'all have ever quite figured this out yet, but I'm a pretty good shit talker slash
BSer.
Yeah,
not really BSer, but
I can clown on people very easily, and
you can handle it too.
Oh,
listen, back and forth. I've seen it.
I can take it with the best of them, so it doesn't bother me. I'm down to clown, I guess would be the best way to say it.
Okay, so we're in Illinois. I think that you should move your summer home here. I think you should move from Ohio to Illinois, especially you're still up in the air.
Yeah,
Lucas.
Yeah.
So we could, it's Summer Nationals. It's your dream. We talked about it the other night.
Yeah, I've never ran the whole Summer Nationals, and it's obviously something I really, really wanted to do. And I don't even know how the points works out and all that shit right now with Summer Nationals. Like I don't know if it's still weekly or they pay the points. I don't know, and I really don't care. And I just, to do some math for y'all tonight, like tonight I broke a drive shaft, had to take an emergency provisional. Went from starting 7th to 13th in the feature to 27th.
That's always a good spot to start.
Right, that's right where you want them. And so we rolled off P27, and it was a little bit of a mud bog for a while. And then the last 20 laps, it was good. Passed a lot of cars, ran 11th, come home with a smooth $500. So I just want to put that out there for, there's a lot of rich people that apparently, there's a lot of rich people that I've never met that are fucking loaded, and they have an opinion on it all. But realistically, like a night like tonight, if you break, no matter where you're at, it sucks. And then if you win, no matter where you're at, you make money. So
especially if you use a emergency, then you don't get that money at all.
Right. So if you go win a $5,000 win at Summer Nationals, Quincy, wherever you go, it doesn't matter. Hobstadt, juiced. And like if you go win a race there, that's $5,000. If you ran third tonight, I believe you came home with $6,000. That's pretty tough, man.
Yeah.
Only 3 people made more than $5,000 tonight.
Yeah, and that's why you see a lot of guys in the past in Illinois not really, go venture off on the national tour, or they at least tried it and they're like, okay, we're just going to go run Summer Nationals. We're comfortable there. And like Jason Fager last year, career year, I think, for earnings for him.
Yeah.
He had a good, solid Illinois and Summer National type schedule. Okay, be honest with me.
Can we take a breather? We're fucking moving.
Yeah, we're moving on. Hey, quick time here.
Yeah,
quick
literally.
Team. So we're on the backstretch here. As you can see here, is this like an egg, the track? Is it just a complete circle?
Yeah, this end down here, you almost like need a line painted, and then when you get over it, but you don't really know how far is too far till you drive out of it, and then it doesn't look, it's not like it falls way off, but it's really, really hard to get back to the safe spot here. That's what I call it, the safe spot.
What happened over there a couple of years ago with Boom?
Boom decapitated his race car on that tire and broke his arm on the wall. And we talked about that today.
He drove 9 hours home.
Yeah, just mad as can be before he could get surgery. But yeah, it's just the way the racetrack is. This end's more sweeping, and that end seems to be like a tighter corner for whatever reason. But I mean, they do a good job. I think I don't know what it is. Every time I come to a LUCAS race here, it just seems to be a little wetter than normal. I don't know what transpires there, but you know, the end of that race was really good. Anybody watching could say the heats pretty much sucked, I thought, but normally that tends to make a good feature track. So yeah, they did a good job, and you know, I'm sure we'll make an appearance at Farmers City a couple more times before the year's over.
So I would say you've been in a full-time late model ride for almost 10 years now? I'm just saying, like, at least in this.
Yeah, I'd say the moment y'all knew my name, I was about 18. I'm 27, so 9 years, 8 years, 10.
Are you still having as much fun as you did 10 years ago? And what would be the reason why if you weren't or still are, I guess?
I have a different type of fun now. Like, my fun is, I actually feel like I have an understanding of what's going on. So the fun back then was we were just happy to leave Texas and go do shit, like me and my buddies or whoever. So now we have it's like, okay, we did this week. We worked on everything. We came here. We don't have a fucking space engineer working on our car, and oh my God, we won a race. And then
you got Blade Kearns though. He's close enough.
Yeah, Blade Kearns, Cody Carl. But like the thing is like I get more enjoyment out of the actual race. I used to race and just be like, don't brake. I didn't really say try to kill myself, but that was always how I drove. Now I'm like a little bit more strategic, and then it seems like I'm more productive with what I'm doing. So yeah, I love it just as much as the first time I came out, you know, to Fairbury and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure I watched Bab win in the rain, and they had a birthday cake because his daughter was like just born, or it was her birthday or something. But yeah, it's
Heartbreak Hotel for Bab tonight.
Bab.
I almost think Parrish is okay.
He's not well, but yeah, this was Bab. Like, that's Bab. When there's a cushion like that and he can get some, it's normally when he tends to shine. So
this track looks more banked than I think it's like deceives the eye. I feel like
it
it's
is,
really
but
banked.
it's flatter in your car. Like, it used to have more of a crown. I think as the year goes on, the cushion just gets higher, and it just kind of makes more of a man-made roll up there. But it's yeah, it's awesome. Definitely one of the better tracks we come to. Just you know, nobody can be perfect. It was a little too juicy early, but it just it's part of what does Shane Clanton says? That's part of big time automobile racing, guy.
Oh, big Shane Clanton. How yeah, I miss him racing as he's building chassis. He said he was going to come out and race something this year, but I think he's just content right now. And
the Bulldog is happy on the porch.
Yeah, they are always happier. Okay, so can you like a schedule leak release coming the next few weeks, or are you just going to tease people until we get to the track?
We're going to go to Fairbury tomorrow, so we're still on tour.
It's still on tour.
Next week they're off, so we're going to go to Little Rodney's House of Grease in Meridian, Mississippi, with the I can't say the end of that, the HTF series, and then I don't know. We're like a 2 week ahead schedule type of guy, so I'll be at all the Eldoras, be at the Fall Classic at the end of the year.
So that's right. We can confirm Eldoras and Fall Classic, and then next week at Why Not?
Yeah, and 100,000 win mod race. I'm driving Carlos's car, so yeah, that's.
Are you ready for mod racing?
It's just like crate racing. You show up, like Scott said, he's got a 1 in 10 chance, and I don't know if anybody's watched Scott lately. I think if Scott's got a 1 in 10, I got a 1 in  1 chance.
There we go. Yeah. But what about that wreck last week with him? That was hard.
They can't kill me yet.
Pretty much. Okay, favorite thing about, let's see here, favorite thing about Illinois, since we're in Illinois Speed Week. Outside of racing.
When Rigsby gives me the company card.
To where?
Pub 2.
Yes, he owes us definitely on Pub 2. Okay, yeah. Top 3 racetracks in Illinois.
I'm going to go Farmer City 1. I'm Farmer City over Fairbury type of guy. Fairbury 5 years ago is definitely there, and right now I don't know what I guess it's because they started brewing their own beer. I think they get a little tuned up sometimes, and it's hit or miss, but Fairbury is in the equation somewhere. And then the sleeper one, which really might actually even be the best one, is Fayette County. Fayette County,
the hidden gem,
dude. one of the best tracks in Illinois, without a doubt.
When you first went there and you looked at the track, you're like, this isn't going to turn out well.
Well, Bab's somehow related to the owners, so it has to be good.
Yeah,
you know
true.
What I mean? That place is awesome. Fayette County is definitely like always in the hunt. Even when that's what I tell people, like when you go to a shitty race here, it's better than a good race at a lot of places. Sorry, Cherokee and 411 and stuff like that, but it's the truth. Like tonight I'd give this tonight a 4, and a 4 here is better than a 12 at Cherokee any day of the week. That's the way I see it.
And 55 freaking late models, jeepers.
Yeah, I mean, people want to race.
And it's just been like a weird type of season. I feel like we haven't got like really a groove. I feel like we have a small sample size of what's actually going to happen the rest of the year.
Well, like we rain out, we don't race, and we get 60 cars here, 50 cars here, 40 cars at some place. You'd be like, there ain't no way. And it's just been a lot of high car counts for whatever reason. And everybody says everybody's broke and out of money, and everybody keeps racing. So maybe if the cost would go back down, everybody will quit, and then I can just ease through there and not have 55. How many cars are tonight? 55?
55.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Remember
Good cars too.
Remember when we used to have silly season? Just like one dedicated month of it. Now it's just every other week.
Every day's silly season. Yeah.
Do you miss the old way?
No, I kind of like it. I just think people get bored, and like if we rain out, they're like, we got to come up with something. Then Kovac starts calling people up, and next thing you know, he called bad decision. Call me. Like I'm gonna get him stirred.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it's just evolution. Like people have changed from 20 years ago, and now that's why I think maybe it's because they want to feel relevant, or I don't know. It's just something in the air, the water.
I think it's something definitely in the air, but regardless, Farmer City tonight, Fairbury tomorrow, one lap, one beer with one of the OGs. You've grown up, 10-year decade now, super late model driver. That's insane. I miss John Haler and company.
Johnny Haler
or Jim Moon.
That
was like when you were first starting, right?
Culp used to pop in for a while.
Yes, Culp. Yes, he did.
That's when him and Big Billy were out to get each other for whatever reason.
Yeah, we're not going to go into too much details
of
that.
That. That's true news, by the way.
Yes, it is true, allegedly. By the way, D-Suave here, Farmer City, one lap, one beer. Thanks, Turbo.